Warning, this video contains spoilers for Chainsaw Man, and I'm making it for people who really want to know certain things about certain characters in the series, and they don't mind spoilers. But if you're the kind of person that does mind spoilers, definitely click off this video and go watch my all movie references and opening 1 breakdown for something way more spoiler friendly to watch. In Chainsaw Man episode 1, we saw the origins of our main character, Denji. We saw that he had a very hard upbringing. His dad seemingly hung himself and left Denji with a massive amount of debt that he owed to the Yakuza. And while we don't know anything about Denji's mom, we know that Denji was more or less alone in the care of these Yakuza people who really initially didn't want to take care of him, right? They just wanted him to pay back the money that his dad owed. And the way that Denji does this, or is able to do this, is thanks to meeting Pochita. We saw Denji meet Pochita at his father's gravesite, and they do have a very sad meeting based on where both characters are in their life. But I know that a lot of you watching that episode had the question, where did Pochita come from, right? Pochita kind of just appears behind a tree in front of Denji wounded, and you know, that's all well and good. Of course, our main character has to get powers and has to stand out from other people, but where did he come from? Well, let's talk about it. But again, consider that this does contain spoilers for all the way up until the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1. So Pochita, even though it looks like a small, adorable looking dog, and oh my god, the anime really did just capture the adorableness of Pochita, I think. Pochita, or at least the way that we see Pochita, is just the near-death form of the Chainsaw Devil. And that means that the little dog that you see going around with the chainsaw is really just the most weakened form of the Chainsaw Devil. Now that means usually Pochita actually takes on a different appearance. And it's only because of the injuries that we saw Denji uncover when he met Pochita that Pochita looked the way that he did. So how did Pochita get injured? Well, in hell, where all the devils in Chainsaw Man come from, Pochita, or the Chainsaw Devil, is actually a very special one. We discussed this in my All Devils Explained video, but among devils, the Chainsaw Devil has a particular power that no other devil has or should have, and that's the ability to completely erase devils and the fear that they represent. And maybe due to this power, the Chainsaw Man, unlike other devils in hell, mainly exists to go around hell pretty much cleaning the floor, right? And just mopping down demons and devils. Meaning the Chainsaw Man in hell is constantly fighting against high tier or powerful devils, or just any devil it comes across. And when devils in hell are bullying other devils, or doing anything scaring other devils, and a devil asks for help or cries for help, they start hearing the chainsaw revving up, right? And when they hear that, they know that death is swiftly approaching. But not just for the devil that they call the Chainsaw Man to come here against, right? Because the Chainsaw Man actually just wipes away all the devils, even the ones that are calling for help, and that's why he's known as the hero of hell. And this ability to completely wipe away devils and make sure they never reincarnate, paired with his ridiculous power and chainsaw cutting capability, and the fact that even if you call for his help, he's coming there to kill you too, makes the Chainsaw Man the devil that the devils fear the most in hell. So you could understand why some of the most high-ranking devils would have it out for Pochita. Naturally, if you're one of the strongest fears or strongest devils out there, and you know that there's something that can one day come and wipe you out, you might even conspire with other devils to somehow try and get rid of that threat. And that's exactly what happened with the devils in hell and Pochita, or the Chainsaw Devil. They came together and conspired to try to get rid of him once and for all, and he ended up going into a battle with the Weapon Devils, the Four Horsemen, and Makima herself. Now, we haven't directly seen this battle, but that is a lot of heavy hitters at once, and it seems like they were able to get the one up on Pochita and injure him enough that not only did he lose his main form and was sent to this small little dog form, that he somehow had to escape hell and come to the human world. And even when he came to the human world, it seems like when he came across Denji, he was really on his last ropes, right? He fell down, he couldn't really move all that much. If he didn't find a person, which, who else was around anywhere near that grass field that they found each other in, he might have died, and that would have drastically changed the events of Chainsaw Man a lot, right? Like all the devils that appear, all the things that happen, it would have changed a lot about the course of history in Chainsaw Man. So thankfully the two did find each other and did continue on to form that bond that goes on throughout the series even after Pochita has fused with Denji, making him a hybrid. Now, speaking of hybrids, since the anime hasn't really mentioned what that is yet, next up we're going to be doing a video discussing what a hybrid and all that stuff is, and explaining double powers a little better so we can get into the power system of Chainsaw Man a little bit. So look out for that video. We're going to be talking about double contracts, hybrids, and all that stuff, and explaining that stuff to make it really, really simple. And yeah, it's Pineapple. I'll see you guys later. Rev your engines and get excited for the next video, and yeah, peace.